Los Angeles police opened an investigation into Judy Huth's claims that Bill Cosby molested her when she was 15 years old. So this is the case that we talked about where, despite the statute of limitations in California, because she only apparently recently became aware of the psychological damage. But my question is, and I'm not the right one to answer it, what good is looking into it now going to do? I mean,
well,
yay
first
that they
off,
are, but
I would suggest
dried.
that we would save some time. I would like to be
What?
Gloria Allred or the police chief of Los Angeles and say, look, in order to save time, anyone who hasn't been touched by Bill Cosby, please step up right now, because this is taking way too long to do it piecemeal this way.
Yeah.
Let's just take the people he hasn't tried, and then 3 guys would raise their hand, and then we go, all right, everyone else, we're going to join a class action lawsuit. I don't,
My point is, logistically, what can they do at this point?
I have no. First off, how weird would it be to see like an 80-year-old Bill Cosby just in the joint? In terms of not going out in general pop, I could not think of a greater example of a guy that could not go commingle with the other prisoners than Bill Cosby.
He's being driven nuts by all the sagging pants.
right.
Out there. And I don't know what the hell we're going to do anymore. He's it was something I was arguing with Gloria Allred when we were talking about Michael Richards, where she was saying, well, this person's not suffered. And I said, oh, no, Michael Richards is suffered. He's a pariah. And she said, well, but what's that mean? What's that cost him? And I said, why is giving money, why is that a payment? You know what I mean? That's restitution, giving money. I mean, in a weird way, if you're a cajillionaire and you can just cut someone a check when you're old and go, there, have it go away, that's not punishment at all. Like, I could make a moral argument for 100 years ago, having your reputation destroyed would have been the ultimate punishment, and those guys would have begged to give someone a suitcase full of 20s to have whatever it is go away. So there's this weird thing that we look at money as punishment. In a way, it's kind of morally fucked up that we look at it. Of course it is,
especially when the guy has $100 million and he's 80.
He has $700 million.
$700 million? Is that what he's worth?
I think.
So it literally means nothing to pay $1 million to somebody. It doesn't change his life in any way. There's no punishment. He should be humiliated to the point where he commits suicide. That's my belief.
Yes,
they
Sensei.
should continue
piling
on. Keep piling
That's
on the
right.
shame on this piece of shit until he kills himself.
Yep, until he sharpens his own pick and falls on it.
That's it.
With the fish shape on the end of it. Yeah, I just want to know. It's a weird thing, but why does a guy, and we'll find Bill Cosby's net worth, but I think it's like $700 or maybe it's $350 million. Since when does him cutting a check mean for anything?
Right.
I mean, by the way, isn't that the ultimate? Like, if you... $400 million is what Gary's come up with. All right, if I pick up a hooker, or look, God forbid, Sonny picks up a transvestite and chokes the life out of her on his 19th birthday, and I can just come in and cut a check for it. You know, I mean, is that justice? Is that restitution? Why do we look at that as, especially if it doesn't sting? If you got $400 million and you're going to live another 37 months. What difference does it make?
Yeah.
I don't know why that has become our form of punishment. And
so you can measure it, I guess.
Does it make the victim feel any better? Or in the end, would the victim feel worse for taking the money?
Well, the sad part is you kind of realize if it's your last $1 million, then it's a big deal. If it's a drop in the bucket, then it's nothing. Then it becomes about the victim getting money versus restitution.
Yeah.
I always argue there's no monetary amount of whatever you could have done to Michael Richards. He's been destroyed. Right. Or he destroyed himself, obviously, but that's the first thing when his name pops up, first thing you think of.
Yeah.
Before that incident, when you heard the name, you thought, oh, fuck, that guy's funny.
You smiled.
And now it's like, oh, boy.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate forever punishment, right?
Yeah, all for a fleeting moment in a comedy club. Isn't that insane?
It's insane.
Jesus Christ. I mean, years, a decade of making people laugh on a show that's historically fucking wonderful.
Right.
And one rant in 5 minutes.
Yep.
And you're a fucking pariah. You're walking the streets like a ghost.
Yep.
Kind of the opposite of Cosby, who got away with all of this for so long. That's what I think Greg and I were talking about that before the show. Like, I just can't believe how long he got away with it.
I like to get Michael Richards and the Cos in the room together, and like Michael Richards going, I never even got laid! I didn't even fucking get laid! I didn't get my dick wet once! Not once! Not even, I didn't even screw a black person! Nothing! I got nothing! You fucking had 35 years of banging models, and I got fucking nothing. We're in the same fucking boat together. This is awesome. Yeah.
Hardly seems fair.
All right. Well, look, whatever you reap, you shall sow, or sow, you shall reap. Whatever it is, the guy did this for a very long time, and he deserves whatever he gets. And I've always heard these stories about him anyway. I just heard he was.
Yeah, everybody knew the fucking stories. And also, I know a guy that used to work in some capacity with him. And apparently, pain in the ass, which insult to injury. And he's also not a pleasant person.
That's what I heard.
But he has the money. He's got 2 jets, fully fucking fueled and ready to go. One for his wife, one for him. And he's got like 5 residences that have full staffs waiting 24/7, 365. At any given moment, he can show up, and there's a chef and a driver, and everything is there.
You know what I would do if I were him? I would find a super despondent pilot. I'd go on Craigslist and find a pilot who was just divorced.
Wanted, sad pilot.
Sad pilot.
SBM seeks
That's right.
Depressed pilot.
And I'd say, listen, I got a Learjet. It's totally loaded up right now. You and I are going to just drink Crown Royal and do fucking rails, and we're going to fly into Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
We're flying right into fucking Mount Rushmore. Let's do it. By the time we fucking see Mount Rushmore, we'll be beaked out of our fucking brains.
Yeah.
Your wife's been fucking your brother for 4 years now. You just found out the other day.
Yeah.
I'm fucking 78 and a half. My reputation's shot. Let's do this.
We'll just make prank calls on my cell phone as we drive
all the
towards
way
the
there.
mountain.
All the way there.
Tell everybody what we really think of them.
Yeah. That's right. Let's do it.
And I got this girl. Help me carry her. She's asleep.
Oh yeah, she's passed out. Yeah, put on autopilot.
Throw her in the back.
We'll be balls deep when we hit Lincoln. Let's see, Teddy. No, let's see, George Washington.
Sure.
Yeah, we hit one of their heads. We'll be in. We'll go right for it. Let's do it.
Which one? And the last thing you go, no, go Lincoln. Go Lincoln.
Yeah. Bank left. All right. Or down. Not sure.
I think he's on the right.
On the right.
It depends if you're where you are.
That's what he should do, right?
Yeah.
Just gas it up.
Sure.
Just fucking smoke rock and drink Crown Royal and just fucking go right into Mount Rushmore.
Just do us all a favor and spare us the fucking indignity of having to continue bringing these women out to testify. Just end it. End all their pain.
Yeah. You know, it's got to be weird. It's got to be weird for the people that haven't seen him in like 4 months that have to have that cursory. How's it going?
Yeah, right.
What's going on?
Anything new?
What's going on? What have you been up to?
Yeah.
And then you have to feign like you. Yeah, I heard some talk about something. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it takes all kinds. You can't account for.
And you
got
to find a shred of an angle that can get you on his side about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Jesus Christ, you pay him. You fucking paid them, right?
Yeah. Well, I certainly bought him dinner. Yeah. You have to pick out something, or maybe some other luminaries. Yeah. You know, the Kennedys weren't. They didn't do a whole lot better than this, you know. I mean, like some other historical figure that also did a lot of this shit.
Because you're black.
Oh, yeah. There's an angle.
You know.
That's good. That's right.
Just, you know, we all know that fucking Houdini did this. Like, make one up. Mm-hmm. Houdini was worse.
Yeah.
But he was white.
Yeah. He made his cock disappear inside of groupies all the time. Bothered Houdini. White guy. Privilege. Yeah. They're coming after you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. This is just delayed lynching.
Hands up, Cosby. Let's put our hands up.
Hands up. Balls down. Hands up. All right, let's bring it home.
That's the news. I'm Allison Rosen. Tip it, cunt.
That was the news with Allison Rosen.